Everybody needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
Off you go and clean your teeth or you'll be late.
Did you find your ring?
Of course. I know where Lucy hides her special treasures.
I want an apology from you.
Right. Didn't actually say anyone had stolen Gran's ring.
Oh, don't split hairs with me, Julie. I hope you're proud of the way you've mixed Lucy up.
I think we should do something about that.
Such as?
Well, maybe Lucy needs to talk to somebody that understands this sort of problem. Somebody professional.
Have you taken leave of your senses?
I'll get Lucy off to school.
I've got to get to work.
Yes, but you and I are going to do some talking when you get home.
Listen, Dad, stealing something from somebody and then blaming somebody else is a pretty serious problem. I think we need to find out why. It might take an expert to tell us.
Your grandmother and I have made a pretty reasonable fist of bringing you lot up. At least I think so, anyway.
Dad, it's not just a case of simple toothache, go to the dentist and fix it. She's got a psychological problem.
Rubbish.
Oh, Dad, all
When
I'm
I
trying to-
want your advice on Lucy or anybody else in this family, I'll ask for it.
Sure you don't want some toast?
Thanks.
I gather the dinner was a great success.
They'll sort things out.
You want to bet?
Come on, I'll be late for the physio.
Okay. See you at the pool lunchtime, Dad.
Yeah, don't be late.
I'll be there.
On time, Danny. I'll forget the whole thing, remember?
We'll both be there. Bye, Mum.
Right.
Why do you always have to pick on him?
He needs the discipline.
You didn't have to bite my head off.
He's upset. Now, why don't you make yourself scarce for a while? Give him time to calm down.
Oh, I'll give you a hand here first.
No, leave it. Paul, although your father's usually a patient man, he's entitled to get upset like everybody else. Now, scoot.
I'm off, Helen.
Are you going to see Anna?
Yeah, I will.
Good. She must be feeling awful after last night.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, Gran. Bye, Dad.
Just a moment, Julie. I want a word with you.
Oh, well, look, I'll be late.
Too bad. Off you go, Jim.
He didn't even say goodbye to me.
You know you're making everybody thoroughly miserable in this house, don't you?
I just want what is best for him.
How dare you presume to know what's best for him?
Well, we didn't have any problems till she came along, did we?
Her name is Anna, Julie. Get used to using it. Your father wants to marry her.
Jim, we said we wouldn't talk about marriage until I got to know your family better. And after last night...
Lucy's just confused. Normally she's a good little kid. I'm sure she'll grow to love you.
Well, there's also Max to consider.
What has it got to do with Max?
He's been like a brother to me, Jim. Wasn't easy when we came over from Czechoslovakia.
Maria did say that he helped you out.
He was marvelous. You know, my father was Italian. Max even taught him to speak English.
Well, they worked together, didn't they, for a while?
Dad was a tiler and Max had just started out as a plumber. You know, a lot of people don't understand Max. They think he's the type of Aussie who'd run a mile from a family like ours, especially in those days. But Max just took it all in his stride. The language problems, the different backgrounds. He loved my father.
Yeah. We've been mates for years. Max is a decent man.
They were working together the day the accident happened and Dad was killed. And from that moment, Max just took over. He worked 2 jobs so he could look after us and give Maria and I an education and a home.
I didn't know that. Isn't that typical of Max not to talk about something like that?
Gino's been the same. If you only knew him, how good he was when my mum was alive.
Yes, well, there's not a lot I can say about all that. Except, I love you. And I want to marry you.
Oh, Jim.
Now, this time, get your feet together, point your toes, and straighten yourself up before you go. He's not listening. Never does.
He can hear you. In fact, I'd say they could hear you half a mile away.
But we can't get the basics into his thick skull. We're wasting our time, mate.
And he's not thick, Dad.
Now, no fancy stuff. Just hit the water straight and clean, right? Well, come on. We haven't got all day.
Don't keep shouting at me!
Go! Why can't it be you up there? He's lost his nerve now.
Hey, you'll catch cold up there. Come on, the water's fine. Just take it easy. Take some nice deep breaths. Straighten up and let it go, mate. Good one! Nothing wrong with that, Dad.
Yeah, it's all right. Never have your style, but...
How was it, Dad?
Not bad when you finally got round to it. He's not going to go. See you straight after school, and remember...
Don't be late. He kept shouting at me. I just froze. It happens to the best of us, mate. Never be as good as you, Shay. Stop comparing. You're the one that's up there, not me. You'll develop your own style. It just takes time, that's all. Do you think he'll stick it out that long? Sure. And when you win the gold medal, it would have been Max's idea right from the start.
Look, I promise, next time I shall telephone and let you know I'm dropping by.
I'll believe that when it happens. Now, if you want a coffee, get it yourself, OK?
Look, don't worry about me. You just get ready for your date.
Date? Who said it was a date?
Seen any more of Shane Ramsay recently?
No.
Oh. Pity. I had high hopes for you two.
So did I.
It's only me. Well, g'day, Kevin. I saw you come in.
Hi. How's university?
It's okay. Better when I get a break, though. Like today.
Hi, Paul.
Hi there.
She has to go out.
Actually, it was you I came to see.
Sure. Have a sandwich.
Ta.
By the way, I saw young Kim Taylor yesterday.
Oh, yeah? How's she?
Surviving, but only just.
I just can't understand it. After all her promises, she still hasn't contacted Scott.
Yeah, well, I reminded her about that. She's still promising she will.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't talk about it much these days. But he's still blaming himself for her running away.
How's that?
You'll pass.
Oh, thanks. See you later, Kevin. Sorry about the rush. Paul knows how to lock up.
Thanks.
And next time, phone, OK?
Okay.
She's 1 in a million, that girl.
Yeah, I'll go along with that.
How did you two meet?
Ah. I think she'd better tell you all about that.
Oh, yeah?
What's on your mind?
Well, it looks like Dad wants to get married again.
Good.
Yeah, that's the way Scott and I feel. Julie and Lucy, it's another story.
They don't want someone replacing your mum.
The clincher came when Lucy pinched a ring and blamed it on Anna. Well, that's the woman Dad's in love with.
Oh. Has Lucy ever done anything like that before?
Oh, never. It's like sitting on a powder keg all of a sudden, Kevin. I suggested we get some advice for Lucy, some professional advice. You should have seen the reaction I got from Dad. I shouldn't be bothering you with all of this, but I've got to talk to somebody about it.
That's what I'm here for.
You know, it's all Julie's fault. Well, for some reason, she's dead against the romance. And she's got Lucy siding with her. She's going to destroy it if she can. I just know it, that's all.
do for you?
Well, just ring me if you've got any problems, Mrs. May.
I want to open an account.
Right, well, I'll get somebody else to look after you.
Why? Don't you fancy handling my money?
Looking for me, Dad?
I'm trying to give your bank my valuable business, but if you don't want it, I can always go elsewhere.
Well, what's the problem, Julie?
I was just trying to explain that I do not handle new accounts.
Hang on, Daff, I'll fix it for you.
Okay.
Just fill in this form, Miss Lawrence, and Josie will take care of the rest. Take good care of this lady. She could prove to be a very valuable customer. Just what did you say to Daphne?
I told you, I said I'd get somebody else to look after her.
Well, obviously you didn't say it very politely. You're not here to make personal judgments. You're here to give a service. That service with a smile, or else find another job.
I know how Jim feels about his family, Helen. The last thing I want to do is cause trouble.
But you do love him.
Yes, I do.
Then marry him. The children have got their own lives. It's about time he thought about his own happiness.
I wonder if you can build real happiness at the expense of other people's. I feel so bad about Gino.
Does it occur to you that it would be rather unkind to marry him knowing that you don't love him?
Oh, I'm very fond of him.
That's not enough. Oh, I've been very happy looking after this family. But I'm not getting any younger, and there are things I'd like to do. I'd be very glad to have you take over the reins, believe me.
I know you mean that. I appreciate it very much. Max doesn't approve.
He's frightened he might lose his nightly drinking partner.
Oh, he's been like a brother and a father to me, though, Helen. He thinks I should do the right thing by Gino.
Yeah, well, a man's idea of the right thing is quite different from a woman's.
Maybe.
I don't doubt that Max has been good to you, but what's more important, his opinion or your happiness?
Yeah, okay. Why is it the urgent jobs are always on the other side of town, eh? Listen, I don't know whether I'm going to make the pool on time, love.
Oh, give me a ring. I'll let the boys know if you're late.
Okay, thanks, love.
How did it go at lunchtime?
Oh, all right. All right. Wasn't easy, but seeing Danny up there and Shane just having to stand and watch.
That's the way it is. And you've got to accept it.
Yeah, I know, love.
Danny's really happy you agreed to train him.
Hmm?
And so am I. It's a good chance for both of you to get closer. Hmm?
Yeah, if he sticks to it. You know, he ain't got Shane's dedication.
He is not Shane. Stop comparing him all the time. Anna, tea?
No, thanks, Maria. I think I'll go for a walk.
Hang on, I'll go with you.
Oh, no, please. I have a few things to think about. I won't be long.
Well, at least she's starting to think about it.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, thanks to me. What's so wrong about that? I mean, there she was, getting all lovesick about some guy she hardly even knows, and now at least she's starting to think about it.
Max, it's none of our business.
Oh, isn't it? Now, listen, I owe it to her father and mother to make sure she doesn't get hurt. And with that situation next door, she'd never cope. You know it and I know it.
She'd cope much better if we stood by her.
Look, there's a bloke in Queensland building a home for her. He's standing by her. And a fat lot of good that's doing anyone.
She doesn't love him. Do you want her to marry him out of gratitude?
Well, maybe you could tell her what that's like.
Settle down. Dad's just running late, that's all.
Could tell at lunchtime that he thought he was wasting his time.
He'll be here. Anyway, I can shout just as loud as him, so get up there.
What's Mum doing here?
I hope Dad's okay.
Your father rang. He's been holed up on a job.
That's his story.
Quit whinging and start climbing. Not a bad imitation of Dad, eh?
Your father finds it hard to accept what's happened, Shane.
Yeah, I know.
And I always knew you were doing it for him, not yourself. thought training Denny might be an answer, but I might be wrong.
He'll be good if he sticks to it.
Now Danny's doing it for Max.
Oh, no. Danny's doing it for himself. I've seen porpoises do better than that.
Wait for the next one.
All right, but this time, try.
Okay. But I'm doing this because Mum's here, not because you shouted at me.
Who needs Dad around, eh?
Well, how come you got another night off?
I didn't fancy the job.
Why do you know there's something wrong until you get there?
Instinct. I was pretty sure tonight's party was going to be a one-man show, and that's not on.
Well, in that case, seeing that you just honoured the bank with your valuable business, I think I should do something on behalf of the management.
Sounds good to me.
Right, get ready. We'll go out somewhere special.
Terrific.
And Daph, next time you need to talk to somebody at the bank, ask for the accountant. He'd be glad to look after you. Personally.
I shouldn't have let you talk me into this port. I had more than enough at the restaurant.
Yeah, it was a good night, wasn't it?
Fantastic food.
Well, I was referring to the company.
I'll write an official thank you note to the bank, I promise.
We'll just have another glass of port with the accountant, that'll do.
Not for me. I know when I've had enough.
Moderation in all things, Miss Lawrence.
That's right, Mr. Clarke. Oh, that food and wine has made me sleepy.
Oh, that's a pity.
Sorry, that's what it does for me.
Well, how about a coffee?
No, it'll keep me awake.
Well, that was the idea.
No, I'm going to hit the sack. Thanks for a lovely evening, Des. Good night.
Yep. Thought I heard someone.
I couldn't sleep.
Well, I wine you and dine you like a princess, and you end up drinking milk.
You want some?
Why not?
Des?
Hmm?
Why did you take me out to dinner?
Because you're good company. And you're a nice girl. And I like you.
And I pay my rent on time.
I got lucky the day you turned up on my doorstep, Daph.
It has worked out well, hasn't it?
Why don't we continue this conversation somewhere more, comfortable?
I do believe the landlord is flirting with the tenant.
I do believe the tenant is enjoying it too.
Is this a my room or your room proposition?
You can't sleep. And I can't sleep. Wouldn't it be nicer to be both wide awake together?
Look, Des, I like you very much.
But
It wouldn't work. The old landlord-tenant thing never does it? Although, come to think of it, you'd better lock your bedroom door. I just might change my mind.
The impression I had. G'day, mate.
Thanks.
Thought you'd be in bed.
No. Wanted to talk to the both of you.
Sure.
All right. I won't beat around the bush. Come straight to the point. I think yous are both making one hell of a mistake.
Anything else?
Yep. I think Anna should go back to Queensland as soon as possible.
Anna?
What have you got against Jim, Max?
Look, I've got flaming nothing against Jim. It's not Jim. It's the old flaming mess yous will both end up in.
Why don't you spell it out for us, Max?
All right. Well, for starters, you're expecting her to take over the running of 4 kids. And 2 have made her guts, mate.
They don't hate her guts. They'll get over it.
Yeah? And what if they don't? Well, look, mate, you hardly know Anna at all, really. I mean, look, she's not like Maria, you know. She's led a sheltered life up there, looking after her mother till she died. I mean, you ever been with another man, Anna? Well, have you? Hey, see? Not even the man she was going to marry. A younger man, Jim.
Just shut up, Max. This has got nothing to do with you.
It's got everything to do with me. I mean, she's like a daughter to me. Always has been. Look, just go home, Anna. You've got a nice, uncomplicated life up there with a man who's got no family problems. I'm sorry, Jim. But the longer things are left unsaid, the worse they're going to get.
What's wrong?
He's wrong, Maria. Just butt out of our lives, Max. Whether you or any of my family like it or not, Anna and I are going to be married.